So, we all know why you clicked on this video. You want to see a teenager go into depth about some stupid Roblox myth that probably isn't real. Well, you're in luck. Coincidentally, this video is about a teenager going into depth about some stupid Roblox myth. So grab your popcorn and get comfy, because you're about to hear my voice for the next few minutes. Also, I'm going to try and make this into a new series, if I'm able to keep up with it. So. Our story begins February 18th, 2006. 411, for the sake of me, I'm going to call it Annie, because 411 is pretty complicated to say over and over again. Annie's mom had just brought her home from the hospital, and for some godforsaken reason, her mother decided that she hated that child with every fiber of her being. So, for the next 10 years or so, she made Annie's life a living hell. Every time Annie made a slight mistake, her mom would hurt her. One day, when Annie was 10, she accidentally dropped a plate on the floor, causing her mother to flip out at her and do something that no one ever should do. She decided, as a quote-unquote good punishment, she would kill their dog, chop it up, cook it, and feed it to Annie. After Annie found out, she attempted to kill her mom, which did not end up working. After Annie did this, her mother locked her inside her house and burned it down to the ground. I don't have any more information about the mother beyond this point, so I'm not quite sure what happened to her, but yeah. One day, a rising Roblox developer, who coincidentally was a myth fanatic at the time, got a Roblox message from Annie, asking for help on her game, Annie's Place. After seeing Annie's message, the developer was very confused, considering the fact that their chat privileges were set to friends only, and they'd never gotten a friend request / accepted one from Annie. The developer asked if Annie was one of their sister's friends, of which Annie denied, and asked them to join her game. The developer then ignored her message and decided to play a Roblox game when Annie spammed them, demanding that they join their game. After a while, the developer accepted and went through Annie's place with Annie. Annie was excited about their arrival, and they talked about her enjoyments of cookies and cats. I don't know why this is a detail I decided to put in, but oh well. After about 10 to 15 minutes, Annie's mom told her to go to bed, and they left the game. Around the next week or so, Annie messaged the developer to play Annie's Place again. They followed her request, but were bothered by how Annie included a frowning face on her avatar and throughout her messages. Annie still had a very cheery vibe while they were playing, so the developer was confused why she was hinting that she was sad. Everything seemed fine until a little while later when Annie asked for the developer's home address and if they've eaten raw dog. Also, if they've wanted to touch rusty nails. The developer pretended to ignore these questions, but after a while, Annie said that they couldn't leave the game if they didn't answer the questions. The developer asked them to stop asking these uncomfortable questions several times, I might add, but Annie didn't stop. Soon after, the developer left the game and blocked Annie. 2 days later, Annie sent seemingly annoyed messages to the developer, along with the same disturbing messages from before. She told the developer by not answering the questions, the developer was cheating. How she was able to send the developer questions after this, I have no idea, seeing as the developer blocked them. Let's continue on. Annie continued to send messages to the developer without an answer from the developer. After a while, the developer started to get literal death threats from Annie, and to try to get their minds off things, the developer tried to play a Roblox game, which somehow got redirected to Annie's game. When Annie saw the developer, she seemed very angry at the developer, asking why they were disrespectful to her. The developer just responded with, "I didn't see your messages, I didn't mean to." This calmed Annie down. The developer didn't want to see Annie's face ever again after this series of events, but they were forced into playing with her. Annie had blood running across her face, and the dogs that she normally had running around in her yard, in-game, were gone. Then, Annie disappeared, and the house started to burn, with the developer inside. A black figure with a creepy smile appeared and stared at the developer, watching them burn. No more information about what happened after these events, so we're going to join Annie's game and see what happens. So, as you can see, there was nothing else. Other than that strange brick under the map, there was pretty much nothing suspicious in that place other than the fact that everything was pink. And, you know, pretty much all I could dig up about Annie. So, it's been about 4 years since Annie was last online, and right now, it doesn't look like she's gonna be hopping back online anytime soon. So, that means that nothing interesting will ever come from her again, I suppose. So, yeah, thanks for watching my video, if you did watch all the way through, and, like, comment, subscribe if you want to see another one. Bye.